Well, hey there everybody, how y'all doing? I hope everybody's having a wonderful day or night, and welcome back to my channel as always. I'm Deluxe. Alright, let's do another freaking Transformer review because I love some freaking Transformers. Today we'll be taking a look at Transformers Hearts of Steel. This is Timeline's Bumblebee and Megatron. It looks really good. I love the artwork on here and everything. Looks very nice. This is a little slip cover. I'll show you in a second and take it off. There's Autobot side. Then on the back, you got Megatron and Bumblebee. And they're all in bulk modes. You got 18 steps and 17 steps to transform. Pretty cool. And there is the Decepticon side. That's pretty cool. All right, so we'll take the slip cover off. I already opened these up already. I did a box opening for my members. If you want to become a member and support the channel, definitely go down there and hit join on there, on the bottom right there, or below right there, and join the membership team. All right, so you got the Decepticon side and the Autobot side. Open it up and they are displayed, which look really good. I really do want to open them up, but they do display real well. Just says Transformers, Takara Tomy, and everything. So pretty neato. All right, so let's get right to it. As always, hit me with some likes, shares, prayers, and care bears. Hit that sub button for me if you don't mind. Follow me on TikTok and on Instagram. Everything's in the description. Go buy some Transformers at Show Z. Hit Deluxe32 at the top. That really does help out the channel a lot. And like I said, if you want to become a member, really do that, that'd be awesome too as well. So let's get right to it and let's talk about some Bumblebee and Megatron, man. Let's go. All right, first, as always, let's take a quick look what he comes with. Instructions. Love Hasbro instructions. Nice big pictures, easy to follow, very nicely done. All right, up first we got Bumblebee. He gets his little hammer, which is nice. He got the nice silver paint with the nice Autobot symbol on the back, on the side. Looks really good. You do got some waffling. Yeah, and then you got a little, I guess, grease gun, a little gun right there, but you got a little silver paint right there, which is nice. I like that, a little nice sculpt work. Very nice. And then you got Megatron's cannon, nice gold paint right there and on top. Very nicely done. It doesn't extend or anything like that, but very nice. So there you go. That is what they come with. All right, there they are together. There's Megatron and Bumblebee. For me, I got it for Megatron, but I'm excited for Bumblebee too as well. But yeah, I'm sure most people got it for Megatron. But we'll take a quick look at Bumblebee first. Everything, like I said, looks good. Got the 80s woodworking shoulder pads going on right there. But it got a nice head sculpt. Got the nice silver and blue paint right there. Nice gold right here throughout and blue. You got the nice Autobot symbol. Paint right here, gunmetal silver. There's some great paint on Bumblebee. Really good. Some silver right there. Then you got some silver down here. Looks really nice. And gunmetal silver right there. That is very nice. And some more paint back here too. So that is very nice. Now you do got a lot of waffling back there. Some holy holes right there and right there. They could have put a flap right there just to put that, fix that. But it is what it is. All right. So as far as articulation, you can look down just a little bit, not much. Not much up either as well. Wish you could look up a little bit, but there you go. All the way around. And you do got a little attitude as well. Very nice. I like the rivets too. That's really cool. Now the shoulder pads do move up and down on a little hinge. So you can go up to about right there, 90 degrees. You can't go all the way around, but you kind of manipulate around the shoulder pad. So you got that. Then you got a 90-degree elbow bend. You do got this little drop down thing right here. That's going to be probably for transformation. Bicep swivel. Nothing for the hand, little up and down, just because of transformation. All right. He does have a waist swivel. Could have put an ab crunch there. He does have a back crunch kind of too as well. I mean, that is for transformation once again, but you can use it. You Van Damme all day, every day. Kick up and kick back. Thigh swivel. More than 90 degrees for the knee bend, which is nice. Got the nice wheels right here. They do spin. It's really cool. All right, so you got toe tilt down. A little bit up, not much, but you do have a nice rocker. So that's nice. Very good. All right, with his weapons, nowhere to store them on him, but you can, put that in there, and then you got his little pew pew, and it is little, like a little grease gun or something like that. But there you go. there you are with the weapons. So there's nowhere really to store them, anything like that. So, but they didn't show it in instructions, but maybe you could find somewhere. All right, then we'll bring the main attraction. We got Megatron, and I think he looks freaking sweet. My gosh, I love that head sculpt. You do got the big 80s women working shoulder pads right there, but those are painted silver right here too as well. You got the nice rivets, nice Decepticon symbol right there. Not a whole lot of paint on this guy, but you know, like Bumblebee, you do got some, you know, gray paint, kind of swirly plastic right there. A lot of gray in this dark gray paint, but you do got silver and red eyes, so that is very nice. On the back, looks pretty good. You do got some waffling and some waffling in there. Like I said, third party going to save the day hopefully and fill those waffles in. All right, so articulation for him, nice look down for him, and a look up, which is good, a little decent. And you got all the way around, and got your little attitude as well. But yeah, nice head sculpt. These do move. They're on a little hinge, so you can move them up and down, and they do the little spin-a-rooney, which is nice. All right, so you can go all the way around. Not the full 90. You do get, you know, in the way right there. You do got more than 90 degrees for the elbow bend, which is nice. You do got a bicep swivel and nothing for the hands. So, all right, then you do have a waist swivel. You do got some red paint and silver paint right here. I didn't point that out. Sorry about that. He could get an ab crunch too as well. There. You got Van Damme all day, every day. Kick up, kick back, thigh swivel. More than 90 degrees for the knee bend. That is nice. And then you got toe tilt, nothing up, toe tilt down, and a little rocker. Wish you had more of a rocker, but it's fine. And you have his cannon, and it will go right here. You can hold it, I'm sure. Well, no, you can't. That gets in the way. So that's the only way you can hold it. Right there. Maybe you can hold it over here. Hold on. Yeah, he can hold it over here in his hand. But he cannot hold it. I guess you have to, if you want to flip this over, still not going to be able to really hold it that well. So, but it's supposed to go right there. I like it right there. That's pretty cool. I like that. That's neat. All right. So there's Megatron. And let me bring B over here. We'll have one more look together. Very nice. Awesome. All right, so there is Age of the Primes, Primer Prime. You got Siege Prime and Sideswipe. You got Gears and Brawn. You got Core Class Wheelie, and then you have Tis McGee Wreck-Gar back there. Only issue I really have is they should have been Voyager's Clails, just like the the Prime and the Starscream. They should have been Voyagers, just like them. That would have been really nice. But there you go. There's some scale for you. And Crapagonics, Crappy Toilet Paper, AAA Battery, Carmex, Care Bears, Kicker, and Squeaks. More scale. All right, back to transformation. Here's Megatron Bumblebee. Fun transformations. The Megatron one's a little tricky with the arms. Make sure with the you gotta get the these the forearms tabbed in right there correctly, like that. And make sure you flip out those. I forgot to flip one out at the beginning. And then you got to get this over here, and there's a tab that goes into the slot over there. So it's a little tricky, but it's easy after you do it a couple times. All right, we'll take a quick look at Bumblebee first, as always. And I like the train mode. I think it's a little cutie thing. I think I like it better than definitely Prime, but yeah, it looks good. Love the paint, man. The gunmetal silver, the gold right here. I did point out there's gold paint right here. Gunmetal silver. Looks very nice, man. I like the Autobot symbol right there. Let me tab that in a little better. Sorry about that. Yeah, make sure you tab that in. Everything. But good. Yeah, it rolls just fine. I like it. You can also store the weapons, which is pretty cool. You take the little gun, little grease gun, whatever. And there's a hole right there. Stick it in the hole. Giggity. And then you take the hammer and you can just kind of slot it in there. Once again, put it in the hole. And there you go. And you got weapon storage. That's pretty cool. So very nice, man. Yeah, like I said, really great job on the paint, man. Just gotta make sure to tab those in together. Okay. And Megatron. Love Megatron. The cannon looks freaking awesome. I love it. You got the spiked wheels. They do roll. You got the little guns right here. The gun will not move up or down, anything like that. I don't think it. Yeah, it won't move up and down or anything like that. But very nice. Got wheels right here. That's pretty cool, so it can roll. That is nice. I like that. That is pretty freaking wicked, man. A little throwback to Megatron being a gun and everything, but he's a cannon. But I like it. Looks good. I forgot to point out there is paint right here. Some nice paint right there. Looks pretty good. So yeah, very nice. I like this set, man. It's very good. I like it better than the Starscream and Optimus Prime. But there you go. There's Megatron and Bumblebee. All right, there is Wheelie. Here's Magic Square Prowl. Throw in Magic Square Slag as well. Then we got New Age Toxitron. Here is Red Alert from Siege. And last but not least, Dustbuster Jazz. And there's some scale for you. Well, hey there, everybody. If you made this far as always, man, I freaking appreciate that. All right, final thoughts on this is Timeline's Hearts of Steel. This is Bumblebee and Megatron. Man, this is a really good set. Only knock I have on this, I wish they were Voyagers. Well, I mean, he's fine. Bumblebee is fine as the deluxe, but it would have been really cool if he would have been a Voyager, just like if Starscream and Prime would have been a Voyager. That would have been really cool. Other than that, it's a great set. Love the alt modes. Love the train mode for him. Looks really good. Love the cannon mode for him. Looks really good as well. Transformation is easy and fun. Really a little tricky part on the arms, but it's not, it's nothing big. But I do like the transformation. It's really fun. Both bot modes look really good. Articulation is great across the board with them. The paint is, man, I'm really happy with the paint, especially for Bumblebee, man. He's got a lot of gold, silver, gunmetal silver. Megatron's got a little less paint than he does, but he still's got some good paint on. I love the Decepticon symbol. The head sculpts on both of these are really great. The accessories are nice. Even they're painted. The hammer's painted. That little gun's painted. You got paint on his cannon. That is awesome, man. Materials feel good. Didn't think I was going to break anything. So this is a great set. Like I said, the only knock I had, I wish he was a Voyager scale. That would have been really good, but man, I wish we'd get some more of these. I really, like Shockwave would be cool. Soundwave. I think there was some concept art of the Insecticons being trains too as well or something. I might be off on that, but it'd be cool if we got some more of these, man. So I really do like this set. Like I said, I mainly got it for Megatron, but I was really pleasantly surprised with Bumblebee. I like him a lot. He's really cool. So, hope you like my review. Hit me up on likes, shares, prayers, and Care Bears. Hit that sub button for me if you don't mind. Hit me up some comments. Tell me thought of the review and everything. Are you in for these? And follow me on TikTok and on Instagram. And go to Show Z, buy you some Transformers, and use Deluxe 32 at the top. It all helps out the channel. Really appreciate that. And if you want to become a member, if you want to become a member, go down there and hit the join button. Really appreciate that and everything. So I guess I will see you on the next Transformer review. And as always, be good to yourself. Man, hell freaking Transformers and hell freaking the Hearts of Steel Megatron and Bumblebee. What a great set, man. I was so, disappointed really with Starscream and Optimus Prime, especially with articulation and everything. But man, these are really good and fun. Transformations fun. Good job, Hasbro, man. I swear to God, y'all can do it, man. Y'all really can do it. You can do it. Yeah, let's kick the baby. Oh, yeah. What's up, Megatron? Doing the spinneroonie with the little thing. Something like that. I don't know. It's hammer time. Dun, 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 dun. Can't touch you. Dun, 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 dun. All right, good night, folks. That was fun.